Now, the other thing I really want to emphasize is sort of this never too early, never too late, is really getting information from qualified sources, okay? There's nothing that is sort of like worse than sort of myth or rumor or gossip, okay? And a lot of misinformation is out there. So I really want you people to really use qualified sources. There's a lot of qualified sources out there. You have a lot of people here who went to a lot of prestigious programs who will give you really the lowdown on what different schools are like, or you have a lot of websites which you can access, a lot of peers which you could talk to. Really get the information. The best source of information is either A, from the school itself, okay? So when you go about really researching schools, actually if you possibly can, go visit schools, okay? You learn so much when you see a school, okay? You may have a vision or you may have an idea of what a particular place is about, but it's not until you actually get there and actually see what the school's about and physically touch it and imagine yourself there, talk to some students, maybe talk to some candidates or some students or some faculty who are there, that you really get the idea of what it's like and what it would be like to go to school there. The second best choice to really do is really just do a lot of research, okay? And do a lot of primary research. I really recommend that people stay away from blogs, and the reason why is you don't know who's writing stuff anonymously on the internet, okay? There's a lot of misinformation, about a lot of different schools and a lot of different programs that are out there. And I use this really kind of this thing. It's the biggest lesson I ever learned in life was the day I showed up to graduate school. I met this woman named Roseanne, and Roseanne sat me down and told me that I was going to fail out of graduate school, okay? Because she had failed accounting the semester before, and she had convinced me that I was going to fail accounting, okay? And I lost sleep for 4 days convincing myself that I was going to fail accounting. Well, I'm pretty much a math genius, okay? And accounting was just sort of something that sort of I shouldn't even thought about being sort of difficult, okay? But she had convinced me that I was going to fail. And I thought, after 4 days, like, why am I taking advice from a woman who failed? And it's the same thing on the blogs. Like, a person who may be writing this synopsis of a college or about a program could be someone who actually failed out, or could be from a competitor. So be really careful to get information from, particularly on like those public blogs where or sort of like web or sort of or message boards and things like that. You don't know who the anonymous sources are, okay? So be very careful. It's better that you get the information yourself from really qualified sources, from people who are at the school, admissions officers, or opinions that you form yourself, rather than this sort of like losing sleep from somebody who I didn't even know, okay? Or for someone like you reading a blog or reading a message board from someone you don't even know or what their motivations are. So really be selective about the information you get, and really do not let those things influence. I know it's a really natural tendency to read them because we're all sort of want to see what other people have to say, but really try to stay away from those as much as you possibly can. Or if you do read them, really read them with a scrutinizing eye and realize that sort of, I don't know who's really writing this whole thing.